thought we needed a little change of scenery, so I'm sitting here in my bedroom, because why not? Miku is with us, trying to catch her string. Miku, look, it's right here. Get it! But hey guys, I have been wanting to make this video for a very, very long time, and a few of you guys have been requesting it more recently. So I was like, you know what? It's time. I need to record this. I need to do it. I need to do it. It's been too long. This video is going to be about my anxiety and how I deal with anxiety, because I've talked about it in, I think it's been in Q&As, maybe mentioned it in some vlogs as well, but I do struggle with anxiety on a daily basis. And I think a lot of people do. I feel like it's just getting more and more common. Like everyone I talk to, pretty much, like literally everyone I know has anxiety to some degree. I mean, some people have severe anxiety, some people just have a little bit of anxiety, but I think a lot of people have some sort of anxiety about certain things.
And you have anxiety, don't you? Say, I have cat anxiety. I get sad when you leave me. Even though you do weird things like this, I still get sad when you leave me, don't you? You cry and you get sad. She's like, get out of my bed.
So yeah, obviously I'm not a doctor, I'm not a therapist, I'm not a psychologist. So I'm just gonna tell you guys what works for me. Maybe it works for you, and let me know if you have anxiety too, and if you do, what you do to deal with it, what you find helps. I would obviously love to know, and I'm sure a lot of other people would love to know, so definitely share that in the comments. But I don't even know where to start with this. I've pretty much had anxiety since I was little. Like, I've always been a huge overthinker. Like, I overthink every situation, every single situation. Even if it's something like tiny, I will overthink it way more than it needs to be thought about. And I will also always, which this is not a good thing, but I always think of the worst case scenario. So like, I still remember when I was younger, and every time my mom would leave the house, like every time, not like every other time or like on a stormy day, like every time she would leave the house, I would think there's gonna be like a natural disaster and she like wasn't gonna be able to come home. I remember thinking that she would leave the house and there would be a massive earthquake that would crack open the ground and we'd be like separated on opposite sides of like the Vancouver area. She'd be like on that side of the crack and I'd be on this side of the crack. And like, I went so far that I would like think of like what I was gonna do in the situation, like how I was gonna get to her side, or like how we were gonna communicate. I just always think of the worst case scenario. And if like my mom was out or someone's out and I call and I didn't get an answer, automatically I just thought they're dead. I'm like, okay, there was an avalanche, she got in a car crash, there was like something ridiculous. I don't know, maybe I'm a crazy person, maybe I'm the only one that thinks like that, but I always think of the worst case scenario, which probably does not help with anxiety. But I found in situations like that, what does help is like just really thinking about it. Like if you really think about it, it sounds pretty ridiculous. What are the chances that there's gonna be an earthquake that's gonna crack the ground open and she's gonna be on that side? And like, what are the chances of that? I don't know statistically, but I feel like the chances of that happening are way, way, way less likely than the chance of her being totally fine. So for me, because I still do this. This isn't just me as a kid. I still think like this. I'm a crazy person. But for me, I just think, okay, realistically, this probably didn't happen. And the chances of something like that happening are way less likely than the chances of her or whoever it may be being totally fine. So I feel like in situations like that, it really helps to just think it through, think about what you're thinking and think about why you're scared, and then really break it down and be like, it's probably not a great reason to have anxiety. But recently, my anxiety has become more of like social anxiety. Miku is on the camera. She's on the camera.
Miku, you can't go on the camera. Not today, cat. You can stay here. We can talk about anxiety. You wanna stay here? Okay. So, recently, it's been more of like social anxiety. Ow. Ow. Can you not? And what I found about,
how long have I been going to the gym? Probably since like grade 11. I think I started going to the gym in grade 11 because I've had anxiety, all that, my whole life. What works for me, and this may not work for everyone, but what has always, literally always, relieved me of anxiety is working out. And I know a lot of people don't like working out, or you think like working out has to be this like intense, like going to the gym, trying to lose weight, like that kind of thing. But for me, working out is like all mental. I don't work out anymore to look a certain way, to lose weight. I mean, obviously those are all amazing health benefits. I want to get stronger, I want to get more muscle, I want to be healthy, but the main reason I go to the gym is because if I don't, I will just be a ball of anxiety. And trust me, you guys don't want a ball of anxiety making YouTube videos, because I would probably just start like crying mid-live stream. Like, that's how ridiculous I would be. It doesn't even have to be the gym. Like, honestly, sometimes what really helps for me is just getting outside and just going for a walk. Like, that's it. That can be your form of exercise. Just go out, go for a walk. Don't talk to anyone. Don't look at your phone. Just walk. You can listen to music if you want. Look around. Get fresh air. That always helps me. And even ask Audrey, if I don't get some sort of like exercise, or even just go for a walk, get outside, do something active, it affects my mood, even in one day. I would suggest for anyone that has anxiety, just try getting some form of exercise, whatever it may be, but it has to be enjoyable. You don't want to like go to the gym and like run on the treadmill for like 45 minutes if you don't like it. I don't run on the treadmill at all because I don't like running. I do things that make me feel good. And obviously, if you're working out for like specific aesthetic goals, your workouts are gonna be different than mine. They're probably gonna be more intense. But I think for just like relieving anxiety, it doesn't need to be an extremely hard workout. It could be going swimming, it could be kicking a ball around in a field for like 30 minutes, whatever you want to do. But it always helps me to just get my body moving, get my mind off of things. And that has really helped me kind of get my anxiety a little bit less, or at least a little bit more controlled, because I used to be anxious about just literally everything. Leaving the house would make me anxious. I was just a walking ball of anxiety, like everything. And I feel like now I find that it's only for like social situations. And I know it probably doesn't seem like it because I think I'm pretty relaxed in my videos. I would like to think I am. I don't think I come across as an anxious person. But in like social gatherings where there's lots and lots of people, I want to go home. When I'm out in a group of people, I don't like it. But obviously, especially if you're still going to school and you have social anxiety, you can't always avoid that. I mean, for me, now that I just make YouTube videos, I don't really need to leave. I could just stay at home all day. Obviously I don't, because that would not be healthy. But I definitely don't have as many social interactions as I did when I was in school. So my best kind of tip or advice for going to school with anxiety, or if you have some social event to go to, or I don't know, if you get social anxiety, what kind of worked for me? Like if I know that on a certain day I'm gonna have to go to an event or something and there's gonna be a lot of people, I will make sure that that day I do as many things as I can that day that make me happy and that relieve anxiety, such as working out. And this may be weird, but I'm like addicted to like face products and stuff. So that day I might put on like a face mask and just relax for a bit and just try and be really calm and just get yourself in a very good mood, so that even if you like go out and get anxious, it's not gonna be as bad as if you were like worrying all day about it. So try and like keep your mind on like happy things until it comes to the point when you have to leave. Obviously try and still think of happy things, but like you might get a little bit anxious, but like not as anxious as you would be if you like stressed about it all day, if that makes sense. So that's what I do. Also, which I feel like this, I don't even know if I should say this because this definitely isn't like really a helpful point and it's not gonna help you get over anxiety, but there's like certain people in my life that like help me not get anxiety. So like my mom, I'm gonna use my mom for example. If my mom is with me, I won't be anxious. I know I'm turning 22 in a week. I should not need my mom to come with me everywhere, but it helps. Even if you have like a friend or someone that you're close to, like Andre for example, if I had to go to an event, I would bring him because being around him, and he knows that I get like really anxious in social situations, it makes me feel better. Like it's like a little safety blanket. So I find that having someone that like you know that you're close to really helps. Now, I don't know if that's gonna help in the long run, but at the time, it definitely makes things easier. And obviously, just talking about it. I mean, if you can talk to a therapist, that's amazing, that's perfect. I've tried to go to therapy before. I think I've been to like 3 therapists and I went to each once and then that was it. So it's never been what I've done, which, I mean, it probably would have helped because anxiety is definitely not the only thing I've dealt with in my life. I have struggled with lots and lots of other things, which I will save for another video eventually, maybe, possibly, maybe. And talking to someone, I think, is just the best thing that you can do. But it doesn't have to be a therapist. It can be your parents, it can be a friend, it can be a boyfriend, it could be someone online. I actually, when I was struggling with something else, I met this girl, well, I didn't meet her, but I think we like found each other on Instagram and we started emailing a little bit, and she literally helped me through one of the darkest periods of my life. Just because it was someone that could relate to what I was going through. And I thought that I was like completely alone and that there was like no hope, and she really helped. So talking to someone, seriously, it makes such a big difference. I just realized that Mika's just like sitting there and she just been staring at me. She's just like, honestly, woman, are you still talking? She's so funny. But yeah, talking to someone helps so much. So to summarize this, I don't even know what I've been saying. I don't even know if this is gonna be helpful. I hope it is. I mean, this video wasn't really planned. I really wanted to film it, but I hope that one of you guys got something out of this. So basically, for anxiety, when I start feeling anxious, I will try and think of what is making me anxious and then really think about it. Is that a good reason to be anxious? A lot of the times, it's not. And if you say it over and over again, it just starts to sound ridiculous. Like my mom, there being an earthquake and us getting separated. What are the chances of that actually happening? Physical activity, whether it's a walk, going for a swim, going to the gym, going for a hike, playing a sport, going horseback riding, anything. Personally, I find that physical activity where you're alone helps me better. That might just be because like I'm a more shy person and I like being alone, I like having time alone. Group activities may work for you too. Just test it out. Any kind of physical activity I feel is really good for anxiety. And the third thing, talking to someone about it. Was that it? Did I only say 3? I feel like I said another thing. I can't even remember. Talking to someone helps amazingly. Like, it does wonders. I honestly do wish that I could talk to each and every one of you guys if you're going through something. Like, I would love to be able to do that. Obviously, it would be extremely hard because there are a lot of you and only one of me. But I mean, leaving comments and stuff, I try to reply to as many comments as possible. You can tweet me if you want to talk. I try and reply to as many tweets. Like, I try and be very active on my YouTube channel, on Twitter, everywhere, because I really do care about you guys and I want you to know that I'm here. I'm not just a person in the screen. I am like actually a human being who actually wants to be your friend. Mika fell asleep. I guess I'm that boring. So yeah, if you don't have anyone to talk to, you can always leave a comment. I feel like Twitter is the best way to communicate with me because I get the least amount of activity on Twitter, so it's like easier to see. But yeah, I hope that this video was helpful for some of you. If you want me to do another video like this, let me know in the comments. And if you would like to know anything else, if you want me to make a video on specific points, specific topics, also leave that in the comments. And yeah, I hope you guys are having an awesome day so far, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!